Good morning, everyone. This is Phil from Walmart, Right Lane Trucking, coming at you. I already left McCarran with a load. Believe it or not, it's a grocery remix again. And believe it or not, it's got 3 stops. So that's good. And it was 315 miles to the first store. Yeah, 315 miles to the first store, which is pretty good. That is all the way down in, what is it said? Kerman, California. And then the other 2 stores are not too far from there in Fresno. So I'll be heading up there, heading down the hill still. I am currently at the brake check area, just past the summit going west. So when I say just past the summit, it's down a ways past the summit, but brings me to my point. It says mandatory, all truckers stop. How many times have you been over the Donner Pass or anywhere else where it says mandatory brake check, stop, get out and check your brakes, at least get an on duty in there, right? And you see trucks just passing it by. Not a good deal, dude. Hey, you need to check those brakes, especially since if you're traveling this often or you're traveling any other grade, you're behind a truck and trailer and they're constantly on their brakes, but yet they don't stop to check them. I would back off or get around that person really quick. It's your first opportunity, because they're going to start smoking up and they're going to get in some issues. So anyway, like I said, I've got, gosh, how far do I still have? I still have 230 miles till my first stop. So I'm going to get right back on the road. I just wanted to say good morning and let you know how my day is going, what I got for today, and where I'm going. So as soon as I get to Kerman, which I've never been to, I'll let you know. I looked at it. It looks pretty easy in, pretty easy out, pretty straightforward. The second store I've been to before, it's a neighborhood market, pretty straightforward. It's kind of tight getting in, but once you're in there, you're fine, and then getting out is fine. And then the third store I've never been to either, but again, that looks pretty easy to get in and get out of. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do that without a problem. So again, plan your trips, look at them. Look at where you're going. I get the satellite view and I look at it before I get going, because I want to know what I'm walking into or driving into. All right, for Phil and Walmart, Right Lane Trucking, stay safe for the day, and I'll check in with you guys later. All right, bye. Hey guys, it's Phil again from Walmart. Hey, before I take off out of here, out of this brake check area, I just want to talk about something real quick. It's not a trash can. The side of the road is not a trash can. Stop dumping your trash all over the brake check area or in the rest stops. Go to the trash can, dumpster, wherever. You created the trash, haul it to where it needs to go. It does not belong on the side of the road, especially the bottles. And you truckers know what I'm talking about, the bottles. They don't belong on the side of the road either. So clean up after yourselves, be adults, be human, and not litter all over the place. I'm going to give you a little example. This is just a portion of the roadway here, on the side of the road. There's lots of bottles all over the place. And there's toilets all over the place. They put porta potties. I get it. Porta potties aren't. But the guy was just there cleaning them. They clean them now, and they dump them, and they take care of them for us, free. We don't. I mean, we're not paying them to do those. I don't know who puts them out there, state of California, for us to use. but yet the bottles are still full and just dumped next to the porta potty. I don't get it. So clean up after yourselves, guys. All right, that was my public service message for today. I'm going to go ahead and get on the road. I'll talk to you when I get to Kerman. All right, guys, stay safe. Hey, everyone. Hey, it's Phil from Walmart, right lane Truckin. I had to stop on the way for a meal break and a soda water. So I stopped in at the Flying J off of Highway 12 and I-5. I want to kind of show you, you can see, this is how you stop and get a soda water and a sandwich if you're not fueling. You back into a spot. So that way you're not in the way of other people trying to get their fuel. Just walk the fuel island to get back here. And you can see the fuel island is pretty busy right now. Really busy right now. And there were several trucks at the fuel island, at the pump, with nobody home. So I don't know if they're in pain. They can't pay at the pump. What the deal is. Maybe they're getting them the soda water and some snacks. Who knows? But when you're doing that, get off the pumps, as somebody else would say, and go park. There's plenty of parking here at the Flying J, so there's no excuse. I mean, I found this one right as I pulled in. As you can see, right there. And literally, I'm right next to the entrance. Right there. I didn't recognize it at first, so I went and did a U-turn, came back, and then parked in it. So, make sure you're doing good etiquette when you're at the truck stops. Alright, I'm going to have my sandwich and some more of my soda water, and then I'm going to get back on road to the store. So for Right Lane Trucking, this is Phil from Walmart. Be safe. What's going on, guys? What's going on at this Flying J? It's like a mass exodus. Everybody's leaving all at the same time, and they're all trying to get out the gate. Nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to leave. Nobody wants to stay. They're all here, backed up out into the street. Is there something going on at the Flying J? I gotta get the heck out of here. I'm just teasing. Look right there, some more. There's some more right there. All right, yeah, just teasing. I think everybody just got their fuel, had their meals, and are just getting on road. The signal over there coming in, probably holding everybody. So just be patient. Like me, I've got 2 more minutes on my meal. After that, I'm gonna have to push my way out. Hopefully they'll all get out of the way before I get going, but it's just a lot of people leaving all at once. It's kind of strange. I've never seen it this busy leaving. I've been to this Flying J several times. It's a large parking lot, good size inside, but yeah, everybody's just wanting to leave all at once. So be patient, guys. It is what it is. Everybody's just pushing everybody through. Here, to kind of give you an example. Here's this cow hauler just pushing his way through. Like, get out of my way! I need to go! And here's this other one taking the inside track too. And poor T-Force right there, T-Force Freight. If you haven't seen T-Force or know what T-Force is a new, well, it's a newly branded trucking company based out of Canada. They bought UPS Freight, and so that's why it's called T-Force Freight. And looks like they bought themselves a brand new truck too. That's pretty good. New box truck. But yeah, they took over T-Force, and you'll start seeing the UPS freight tractors and equipment being rebranded to that T-Force Freight. That's what they're calling it here in the States. Canada, I think it's TFI or TCI or TFI, I think, something like that. I think TFI, maybe, I don't remember. But it's T-Force here in the United States. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a little tidbit about truck stops etiquette. Again, just be patient. People are going to be coming in, people are going to be leaving. Just got to get in line and wait your turn. Be polite, be courteous. All right, my lunch is over, I got to go. See you later. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, hey everyone, it's Phil, Walmart's Right Lane Truckin. Hey, I made it to my first store in Kerman, California. You can see the tractor there. I got 3 other trailers there, 1 vendor, 2 of ours. They're unloading a GM now. I only had 3 pallets of water for them. They are stocked full of water. I don't know why we keep sending them more water, but hey, who am I to question? I'm driving, right? But you can see it's pretty easy in, pretty easy out. I got here at 3:21 and it's 3:35, I think 3:38, something like that, and I'm ready to go. So off to the next store. I'll see you there. Keep safe. Hey everyone, it's Phil from Walmart Right Lane Truckin coming at you. All right, I've finished my day. I'm gonna play a little music while we do this. I don't know how it's gonna come across. Finished my day. Back at another Flying J. Some more Flying J hygienics going on here. So I pull in. First of all, I already called in ahead of time and reserved a prime, they call it prime, reserved a prime parking spot. And so I made sure of that this time. But I'm pulling in. It's not a very big Flying J. It's very small. It's in Lathrop, California. Actually, like 5 miles from my house. Could I have gone home? Yeah, I guess. I could have parked here and then had my wife pick me up, right? And then just told the company not to pay me for the layover. So I could have done that. But I wasn't sure whether I was going to be here or somewhere else. So I decided here is fine. As I'm pulling in and I'm coming in, I make the left turn into the yard and then left turn at the end. There are 2 trailers. Oh, hold on, let me rewind. So it's the first time I've actually called and booked it over the phone. I haven't got the app yet. I'm going to get the app, but in case I continue to have to book late. But it goes through a whole, I guess, liability thing that they have. They give you this whole spiel. And part of the spiel is not to leave and disconnect and leave your trailer in the spot. Not a problem for me. I am not disconnecting and I'm not leaving it, right? So again, let me now fast forward. That was a couple hours ago when I first called. And I went ahead and got up here, made the turn in, made the next turn at the back end, the left turn. And to my surprise, I'm looking, there's 2 trailers parked right next to each other. Look like they belong together. Look like they're, you know, same company. And then 2 bobtails in the spots right next to them, individually. Not doubled up, not like stacked in the spot. They are single spot only bobtails. Now they have some bobtail only spots here, not very many, but they do have some bobtail only spots. I get it if you came in bobtail only and the bobtail only spots were taken, you have no recourse. But it really looks like those 2 guys disconnected their trailers, left them in the spots, and then went over to the other spots. Now, 2 things can be going on. 2, I think. Maybe more, but 2 for sure. 1, they're afraid of getting their nose end hit by other drivers when they pull out. and start turning. So they elected to park their trailer and then take the spots right next to it. Still not right. Still not trucker etiquette, right? The other one would be they're holding 2 spots for 2 other drivers that are coming in that aren't here yet. Could that be? Don't know. I'm usually not one to tell anybody, but I just think that needs to be taken care of, and it needs to be taken care of by Flying J. So as I'm paying for mine and making sure that I got my sticker checking in basically from my reserve spot, I mentioned it. We'll see if they do anything. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll follow up on it. But I'll be surprised if they do. I mean, it's getting full. There's still a few reserve spots open. I don't know if they're reserved or people are coming or they're just empty. Some of them are a little tighter. This one I selected, I'm kind of tucked away in the corner, and it's a straight out for the guys next to me. And even the guy that's going to come in, there's an open spot right next to me now. There was a guy there parked when I first came in. It's a straight out for that guy as well. So I'm not too concerned. Even the guy next to me right over here, I don't know if you can see it, that guy right there, he can go out straight as well. So we're tucked away in the corner, and there's no reason to go out and start turning unless you got to go get fuel or something stupid. I hope this guy doesn't have to get fuel because there's only one guy next to me on my left and nobody next to me on my right. And if they did come in now, hopefully they're running a good book and they would not be able to leave before me because I got here first. But yeah, so all right, sorry I didn't film at the other 2 stores. I got there, and literally as I got there to the second store, I was backing in. Whew, thank God I got there early. I was backing in. There was a guy out of the Shafter DC from CR England, and he was bringing meat and produce. And then there was shortly after we were inside, arrived the other driver with the GM load. And for whatever reason, they have 2 docks, and one of them blocked with pallets right now. I think they need to get some pallets removed. They just need to order a movement, and they'll send somebody in. They'll dispatch, the Rock will send somebody in to get those pallets and get them loaded on the trailer. I don't think they'll have any problem with that. But so I'm just watching this guy back in. He's setting up. He's going to do somewhat of a blindside back. Not my choice. I'm familiar with this truck stop, so I would have gone over to the fuel island. It's not clogged up like I did. I went in. I came in towards me, turned to my left again because it's kind of like a horseshoe back to the fuel island, and then there's enough room in there to spin around. So I went in there, spun around, did a U-turn, and then came back in on my driver's side, and then turned out to my right, and then straightened it up so I can do a straight back. So, but anyway, so they had 3 trucks go in pretty much at the same time. Luckily, I was there first. Whew, thank goodness I was there first. If I wasn't there, that store was getting 17 pallets too off of my trailer. So if I wasn't there first, then whew, that would have been bad. So then I asked the CR England guy, and I were talking for a while. He's only been driving with CR England for about a year now, and he's on the dedicated Walmart account, so that's good experience for him. And he will just need to, I don't know if they're gonna, I don't know, kind of weird. We talk about rookies and we talk about driving. people that are doing the dedicated account for us, do they need 2.5, maybe a year? I don't know. I still think, you know, they're on the dedicated account. They're getting the exposure already. They already have 1 year of experience in, well, I don't know if he's got a year in with the dedicated part because he did some over the road first. But anyway, I digress. So, talk to him and I go, oh, so where's your next store? He's like, oh yeah, I got to go to another store here in Fresno. And I go, so do I. What store? I don't know. He doesn't know. Now I have all my paperwork. I check in with my paperwork. I already know my route. I know where I'm going. So, know where you're going. So I got over to the other store, backed in. There was another trailer there unloading from another driver. There was still one open dock. I still wanted to make sure that's where they wanted me, so I kind of parked in front of it and then went and knocked on the door. Yep, come on in, back into this one. And they had to move some stuff out of the way, but got me in there, got me out of there real quick. Now, I didn't have a dispatch going anywhere else out of there. So I had to call the Rock and talk to the Rock and say, hey, I'm all done, ready to roll. Got like 3 hours left to go here. If you get me rolling right now, I got 3 hours. Where am I going? And he's looking at it. He said something about going back to McClellan. That's my domicile. I'm like, why would they send me back there? I don't know. I got it empty. Why would they send me back to Sac? So he cleared that out of there, and because it never came across mine, cleared it out of there, and said, I'm going to put you right back to McCarran. So get rolling. And so I got rolling. So from there to McCarran is about 330 miles or something like that. So I got up to Lathrop. That's as far as I can get on my clock with the time I had left. And I still have 209 miles to go. So I got 130, 140 miles tonight, and we'll see. I mean, that's about right where I thought I would be, and based on my time left. I shut down early. I could have went a little further. I could have went to the other Flying J in Lodi off of I-5. I could have probably made it all the way, really pushing it though. Could have made it to our store in Elk Grove where we can park, and it's got ample parking in the back there. The only problem is it's in the back there and there's no restrooms. You have to walk all the way around into the store, and I'd rather be close to a restroom, I guess. Not always, but sometimes. So that's where I'm at tonight. So I started my day in, rounding it up, I started my day in McCarran, Nevada. I drove all the way to, I hooked my trailer. I drove all the way to Kerman, K-E-R-M-A-N, Kerman, California. Dropped 5 pallets there. 5 pallets? 3 pallets, sorry. 3 pallets there. And then drove over to Fresno. Dropped 17 pallets at the first store. Dropped 5 pallets at the second store. So I had a hook in McCarran. I had an arrive at the first store. Hook, arrive. Then I had a live unload. Then I went to the other store. I had a stop and a live unload. And then I had a stop and a live unload. And that's all the activity pay plus the layover for tonight. That's all my activity pay for today. I don't think I really have any unassigned time or wait time for today. It might be. I ended up with 400. Sorry, I got to put the glasses on because the print is real small. 493 miles. And Total drive time, 9 hours and 55 minutes. Yep, 9 hours and 55 minutes of drive time. So a lot of driving. Now, you would think 9 hours, almost 10 hours, right? Why don't you have like 10 times 60, 600? 10 times 50, you should at least have 500. Well, you got to think, right? You got traffic. You've got the 100 miles of the Donner Pass. And I'm towing a really heavy trailer up those hills. And down the hills. And up the hills. And down the hills. So I couldn't go 60 miles an hour. I couldn't go 50 miles an hour the whole time. Right? By law, we're only supposed to go 55. So I couldn't get any more miles than what I did. And if I knew I was that close to 500, I might have just went to the other Pilot J, Flying J, Pilot. But so on my drive here tonight, or today, on my drive today, one of the things that popped up in my head for a topic for today, and this is something that experienced drivers know all too well. But the rookies out there that may be listening and wanting to know little tips, and I used to teach my students this. Where there's an off-ramp, there's usually an on-ramp. Usually. There are long on-ramps, or what we call acceleration lanes. I think I did a video about these. And then there's short on-ramps or acceleration lanes. As a truck driver, you got to recognize that. You got to recognize it to the point where you're looking for that acceleration lane. I'm going to keep calling it acceleration lane. It's an on-ramp. But you're looking for that on-ramp. And what are you looking for? Vehicles on that on-ramp, right? You want to know whether or not you need to move over or slow down or go faster. And the reason I bring this up is I'm coming down the Donner Pass and you know, I'm looking through trees and I'm passing Dutch Flat. And I just passed the Dutch Flat off-ramp from my side. So I know just right around the corner from there is going to be the on-ramp or the acceleration lane. And so I start looking, and what do I see? Company. Company in the form of a Walmart tractor trailer, right? Company. I see company trying to get on, and he's starting to get up. So I immediately checked that left mirror, signaled, and moved over to make room for him. Further down the road, there's a rest stop. And the rest stop, you pull in the off-ramp and it's kind of flat. But then when you get ready to leave, you got to go up and basically street the overpass level and then back down the acceleration ramp to get on to I-80 westbound. So I'm looking for that. I'm looking to see how far up on that on-ramp is a vehicle. You know, they're going, is anybody exiting the rest area and they're going to come down onto me? Because once they come down, I'm already in a climb and up a hill. So I looked up and I see this flatbed with some stuff on it. I know he's going to take a while to get going, but still, right? Left mirror check, left directional, merged over. That way I wasn't in his way, he can get up to speed, and hopefully people are going, why is he getting over? Why is he getting over? Anytime I see a big rig get over from the right lane and merge over to the left lane, I ask myself that question. Why did he do that? Why did she do that? Is there something I'm not seeing? Oh, there is something I'm not seeing, because maybe they're blocking you, right? And you just couldn't see it. So use the cues from the other people. Watch the on-ramps, watch the off-ramps, and watch the off-ramps and the on-ramps or acceleration lanes. Move your eyes. Pay attention. You can't put it on cruise control and think it's autopilot. So be safe out there. Hopefully these tips are helping people or will help people. The internet is, unless I take it down, I don't even know if it comes down. I've never tried to take a YouTube video down. I hear it's pretty hard, but it might not be. Oh, maybe they did something. One of the tractors is moving. That was bobtail only in the spot. Don't know where he's going. Anyway, wants everybody to be safe. So hopefully this is helping and makes you think about it. And maybe if it could help four-wheelers, that's even better, right? So for Phil from Walmart, this is Right Lane Trucking. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.